That Xfinity picture quality is insane.
The best college and pro games all in one place. This is my fantasy football, watching these games with you.
You ever tried pancakes and guac? You're about to. Yes, let's go! I got a little recipe.
I have never played Fortnite, but we're going to be playing a lot of it today, so buckle up. If I am going to get cracked, then I should probably download the game. Wait, what's an epic launcher? I just want to play Fortnite. Luckily, this endeavor won't break the bank because Fortnite is a free game. Really? I get to experience all of this for free? Today, we're going to be playing 100 games of Fortnite to see if we can actually improve, develop a skill, and try and earn that elusive victory royale. I mean, we're not playing Fortnite, I'm playing Fortnite. You're watching a YouTube video. Now, before we get into any games, let's first... Alright, I'm just going to go with my standard username, no big deal, and... Oh. Okay, yeah, that one's probably on me. The game's been out for 7 years, so I hope whoever has that account has been earning me a lot of dubs and make me look good. Okay, I guess we should keep a low profile. We don't want to get stream sniped, you know. So after hours of brainstorming, I settled on the name Gator Guy 333, because I'm the Gator Guy 333. There are 2 popular modes to play Fortnite. There's the classic Battle Royale mode with all the features and doodads that made the game as popular as it is, like doing this. And then there's Zero Build, where there's none of that shit. Now, which mode is the more competitive mode? Whichever mode I'm playing. For my very first game, I decided to play the classic Battle Royale mode, baby. We're playing Fortnite like how God intended. Builds on, ranked off, skin default. What, you think I'm gonna buy a skin? You think I'm gonna spend money on a free game? Pfft, get out of here. Oh my God, is that Peter Griffin? All right, enough talk, let's start. I would like to remind you that I'm playing Fortnite for the very first time. Who's shooting me? Oh God. I didn't have a friend on call to tell me what buttons to press or give me emotional support. Like, no one told me, hey, don't drop that mythic gun for shield blasters. Shield blasters aren't even that good. Also, my go-to video games are Mario Maker and Tetris. I'm not really a first-person kind of shooter. What do you mean it's technically a third-person shooter? Who are the other 2 people? Instead of doing all of these unnecessary side quests, right now, my one and only quest is to be the best and not rest until I conquest all the sweats. Do I take fall damage in this game? Don't worry, Past James. You'll find out soon enough. I landed in fencing fields, and the second my feet touched the ground, I started getting shot at. I went inside a building and started breaking random objects, hoping that there was a gun inside them. This is horrible sound. And I grabbed a rare striker AR. Pfft, the very first gun of my Fortnite career and it's already a rare? Let's go, dude. But then I found an uncommon shotgun just lying on the floor, and I had to pick which gun I was going to take to battle because my inventory was already full of priceless items. I decided to keep my rare gun because it had more bullets and because I like the color blue more than green. So, can I only hold one gun, or is it like my inventory is full? Who am I talking to? Oh, oh! Ah! Oh, you stood no chance, bro. You stood no chance. In that moment, I had gotten what I thought was my very first Fortnite kill. This, however, was not another player, but rather one of the many NPCs just wandering around the map. But I didn't know that at the time, so there was nothing but pure joy on my face. Almost immediately, I got a second Fortnite kill, and my suspicions that these were actually computer players were growing. Is this a bot? Why can't I? They didn't hurt me at all. I started shooting what looked like a final boss, but I'd run out of bullets. Uh-oh. I ran away, narrowly dodging every shot being fired at me. I healed up, found another gun, tried shooting the boss again, ran out of bullets again, and then I ran away again. Hey, that's 2 confrontations where I didn't die. Clearly, I'm a natural. I knew I had to get away from the danger, so I started building a ramp. And We're building a staircase. Ah! Oh God! No! No, that's how it happened. That's how I went out. So yes, there is fall damage in Fortnite. You know what? Build mode sucks. Build mode's what killed me. We're done doing that. We're doing no build from now on. Now, before we get into game 2, I would like to briefly explain some of the fundamentals I learned from playing that I wish someone explained to me. Starting with the guns are going to be your main tool for killing, and every gun has a rarity assigned to it ranging from common, uncommon, rare, epic, mythic, and legendary. Those last two might be switched. Actually, I never knew which adjective was better. But either way, orange and yellow guns are more rare than rare guns, and more epic than epic ones. I'm sorry if you already know this, okay? This is just how I process things. Okay, I have to make a YouTube video about it. An uncommon sniper rifle could have the best scope in the game, while an epic one could have no scope at all. The epic sniper will do more damage and have a faster reload time, but if you can't hit anyone due to a lack of scope, which gun's actually better? Doesn't matter for me, I still couldn't hit anyone regardless. Also, this isn't Overwatch 2. You have a limited amount of ammo, which in the early game is something you really have to be mindful of. I learned that my first day. Am I out of? I'm out. You'll just have to play the game to figure out which guns click with you, but my favorite guns are shotguns. And I have the data to back it up. The damage they do, as well as you not even needing good aim to do damage, make them a great choice for getting kills. Fun! I'm having fun. Unfortunately, you can't just go walking around with every shotgun you find. You only have 5 inventory slots that you have to use wisely. And you'll want to save at least 2 of those slots for a healing item and a specialty item. So really, you should only be going around with a maximum of 3 guns. But I'm not here to backseat game, all right? You can do whatever you want. It's a free game. Okay, enough explaining. Let's get back to match.
This isn't just combat. It's cinema. Every strike is a frame. Every rivalry, a story. This canvas is more than a stage.
Are you not entertained?
It's where stories live, where worlds collide, where legends are made. It's on, the new home of UFC, Paramount Plus.
Go ahead, make your day with Samsung OLED S95F. With glare-free technology for no distracting reflections. Even smarter with SmartThings and Galaxy AI.
I landed in fencing fields and immediately started getting shot at again. Not a super great start, I know. How did you get a weapon so fast? I found a gun, but with 3 other people shooting me, I decided my best option was to hide in a dumpster, which turned out to be a terrible hiding spot because the boss lady found me in 5 seconds. And for the next 4 minutes, I grabbed any gun or grenade I could find and started using them on all the grunts shooting me. And I was slowly starting to pick them off. What's up? What's up, guys? How's it going? How many kills is this? 1? I was gaming so hard that I didn't even realize that this right here was my first actual Fortnite kill. XXX Dark Tonics XX. I'm sorry I had to do it to you, but you were the first player I ever eliminated. I hope knowing this fact makes you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment in me. My KD ratio is now perfectly balanced, so that's good. I took a moment to figure out the controls, and I started taking down some more players. Let me see if I can, zoom in. Okay, I can crouch. Nope, that's... Oh, okay. Is there, a... Oh, if I hold... Oh, that's how I do it. What are you? Rare, and you have 30... Oh, wait, my other gun had 105 bullets. With the boss eliminated, I opened a vault with a key card and found 2 epic guns and a rocket launcher. Also, on the way to the vault, I may or may not have dropped a mythic gun for some shield blasters. Thankfully, no one saw, so that would have been embarrassing. Where's Tilted Towers? Ah! What was that? A giant floating island appeared in the sky. and I decided to head up it.
See ya!
In the middle of the island, I started to capture a flag, and when I successfully captured it, I was rewarded with even more mythic guns that I didn't pick up for some reason. I'm sorry, rewatching this footage is just as painful for you as it is for me, okay?
Supersonic racing. Everybody was supersonic racing.
Come on, load, 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 load! Dude, I don't want to count any chickens or anything, but are we doing this? I saw the storm closing in, and then I noticed, oh, there's only 2 people. Oh, it's me and one other guy. And then this amazing clutch happened. Okay, load, 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 load. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where is she? There's she. What do I do now? Well, that just happened. My second game ever, and I already got a dub? You? Well, all of you astute, sweaty Fortnite players watching might have noticed that my final opponent kinda sucked ass. I mean, look at him. We're both in a completely open area, and this player can't even land a single hit on me. And they made it into the top 2? That's because no matter how good you are at Fortnite, after every round, there's 1 winner and 99 losers. And if every player has an equal chance of winning, that would mean you're still losing 99% of the time. And if you were playing a video game where you lost 99% of the time, you would probably stop having fun and never play the game again. Or not, I don't know, I've never played Dark Souls. So what Epic Games does to remedy this is they fill up every match with bots who kind of suck shit. This way, you can get some easy kills on other players and make it further into every game. At least you got 3 kills in 20th place, right? That doesn't feel as bad as getting 99th. However, the unintended consequence of this is that now, after every kill you get, there's a little thought in the back of your head thinking, did I actually kill someone with a soul, or is Fortnite going easy on me? So there's a pretty big chance that my first Fortnite kill, XXX Dark Tonic XXX, wasn't even a real person that could feel proud of me. Chances are, none of these other players are real. Here are my opponents. Eventually, we'll be at a high enough level where it'll start to feel like, you know, a challenge. We're just gonna keep trucking along. Let's start
Fuiste a la despensa por azúcar hace 20 minutos. Pero te distrajiste con las ofertas en regalos. Ah, aquí está.
No, 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 no. Okay. Oh, I'm out, I'm out. Cool. Hello. Hello. Okay, I guess we'll chalk up those last 2 games to beginner's luck. Surely things will go differently in match. A cabbage and a coconut. Cool. You just bite into that. And shotgun and shotgun and shotgun. Made me waste all my ammo, dude. Okay, anyone at all? Hello? Too easy. Technically speaking, no one has killed me yet. At least in match 2, I was the one who eliminated the last player, but matches 3 and 4 just handed me a crown on a fluffy pillow. You know, I wanted to do this really cool thing where we looked at spreadsheets and tracked my progress, but all the data's gonna get kinda messed up if I just keep winning all the time. Why learn the game or develop a strategy if everything I'm doing results in a win? It's upsetting that I'm already perfect. I hope this is still a good idea for a video. We still have a whole lot more Fortnite to get through, so let's just see if we can stumble and fumble our way into even more victory. is what loss feels like. I think those 3 wins in a row made me a little cocky. I mean, no one has been able to stop me, so I wasn't trying anything special. When I saw another player, I would just do my normal strategy of standing still and shooting, and it got me 15th place. But this does prove that I can be stopped. Finally, we've faced a worthy opponent. Sheeny Shear. You, Sheeny Shear. Oh well, I guess we couldn't win them all. I mean, I still have more wins than losses at this point. As long as the next 50 games go well, then I won't be complaining. I was looking at the map, bro.
How do I thank the bus driver? I would love to thank them, but I unfortunately do not know the button to thank them.
Gee! I don't know what this is, but I'm afraid to use it. I don't know what that does! I don't know what that does! Whoa, 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 whoa! No. Oh boy. Oh no. I get down. Ooh! Oh! Oh! Please don't, please don't! Oh! One of these days, we're gonna learn how to thank the bus driver. $99! Oh, you're not f***ing around? Well, me neither! I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. I wish I knew how to thank the bus driver. The guy. Oh! What is this? Medallion. Cool. I want you. Look at the camera, Floof. Camera's right there, Floof. What the? What just happened? I was in the middle of a grind. How come when I shoot people, it takes like 4 or 5 hits? I'm starting to get in heated gamer moments. Am I just bad at the game? Oh, I am bad at the game. Oh! Oh! What is this? How do I get you here? You got me. Cool. B? Oh! It's B! That was bad, that was bad, that was bad. This match I started doing pretty well in. We can't keep doing this. We can't. I landed in Pleasant Plaza and got 3 kills without taking any damage. We got the jump on him. I started getting even more kills and was picking up some pretty good loot. I even picked up these 3 medallions, not knowing what they did. And before I knew it, there was only me and 1 person left. There's only 1 person left? This hadn't happened since those first 3 games, which I frankly didn't deserve to win. Where are you? I was upset, yes, but I can accept when I've been outplayed. How did that happen? In this match, I got my first and only kill with a cluster clinger right at the very start. Overall, I was able to get 9 kills this match. There were a lot of close calls in this game, but I was always able to find health packs and heal back up. As long as I stayed in the storm circle, I was going to let the other players come to me. And my patience paid off because once again, I ended up in the top 2 and I started to get nervous. Oh, fiddlesticks. No, 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 no. I made some dumb mistakes. Like once again, not picking up those legendary guns that were on the ground. Why? I only got 3 kills this match, but I made it to the top 3 with a legendary run and pump shotgun. If you've played Fortnite, you know this is the most superior shotgun out of all the shotguns. I saw the last 2 players fighting by the storm, and instead of waiting for them to kill each other, I sniped Banana Joe 934 from afar. I was in second place yet again, but this time I had the last player in my sights. Where are you? I know about that running over people trick. No!
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it. Make every detail yours. Bring out what's hot. Remove what's not. Crystallize it. Instantly set a tone that speaks in your voice to your audience. Keep moving. Your site grows with you. Add solutions that meet you where you are and take you where you want to go. Smooth to make, easy to love.
The spirit of Kentucky meets tropical pineapple. Jim Beam pineapple. Best enjoyed together.
I want to talk about the top 2 jitters. Dude, I can't describe how anxiety-inducing it is being one of the last 2 players alive. You have narrowly survived every challenge and bot thrown at you for the last 20 minutes, and now the only thing that stands between you and a victory royale is the best player in the game. Getting into the top 2, I would literally be shaking and making mistakes that I couldn't afford to make. With so many close games, I decided to call it a night, and as my head rested on my pillow, I only had one question on my mind. How? By this point, Fortnite had started to slip into my subconscious. I was having dreams about Fortnite. One time I was lying in bed and I heard this sound, and I thought, there's someone nearby. I need to kill them. I pretty much got the gist of Fortnite. I had been to all the places on the map, I knew what every gun did, but I couldn't get over the second place hump. I needed to elevate my Fortnite skills. I needed to consult the Is anyone going to interrupt me? No? Look, not getting outside help was never part of the challenge, okay? Is it fair that everyone else already knows the buttons when I didn't even know what button used the scope? How am I supposed to know that? No one ever told me you can pick up the business turret after it's been thrown. And I'll never be able to pick them up. Here is the official guide to Fortnite. It's full of useful information like telling me where Tilted Towers or Loot Lake is. Oh, here's something. Surviving the endgame. It says you need to prepare to improvise. To survive this phase of the game, you'll want to have a few structures you can build. Okay, maybe this won't be helpful. Here we go. You can claim a victory royale without building a single structure in the game, but you'll need sharp reflexes and to be able to move deftly to pull it off. Okay, so skill issue is what the official guidebook says. I was kind of hoping for some, useful strategies. Something like, here's a link to an aimbot. So I decided to ask a real human for some help, and my friend Rush told me, hey, did you know there's a setting you can turn on that lets you visually see what direction noises are coming from? What? So now, even if my ears can't actually hear footsteps, the game will tell me, hey, there's footsteps to your right. Someone is definitely nearby. Now this setting is for hearing impaired people, so is me using this setting as an able-bodied hearing man cheating, kind of? Yeah, kind of. But I need every bit of help I can get. And I bet most of you play with this setting on too, and you hear just fine. Now let's see if we can apply this useful tool as we head into Oh, I have some bad news. I don't normally work with external hard drives, so I didn't realize these things were made out of eggshells. I was storing all of my footage on an external hard drive, and I guess I forgot to put it on its tiny pillow or something, because after I stored over 300 gigs worth of footage onto it, it stopped working. I took it to a data recovery specialist, and they quoted me $950 to repair it. Oh boy, I gotta go for it. The stuff on this hard drive's priceless. But then they were like, actually, there's nothing we can do, idiot, loser. You see these pictures we sent you? That means it's too damaged beyond repair. What were you doing to this hard drive? Were you throwing it on the ground? Were you hitting it with a hammer? So unfortunately, we will never get to see games 63 through 99. Hey, are you crying? No. Who are you? I am your fairy Fortnite godmother. I'm here to help you. Are you gonna use magic to fix my hard drive? What? Do you think I have magical powers? I don't... Yes? Magic can't change the fact that you saved all of your important, irreplaceable footage onto a single hard drive, stupid. But luckily, my child, you don't need any magic. You have Fortnite Replay. Did you know that Fortnite automatically saves your last 50 or so matches as a replay file that you can go back and watch later? This is a miracle! Because of replay files, we didn't lose any gameplay footage. We did, however, lose the webcam, so you won't get to see my live reaction or witty commentary during any of these games, which sucks, I know. I did this whole bit where I kept losing, so I became a sweat. We're cracked! We're cracked! We're going! But I'm just happy we're able to recover any gameplay footage at all, and I've also learned to back everything up. So with that little hiccup taken care of, how did I do with visual sounds turned on? Well, let's take a look at match.
And boom. He's gone. Ooh. Take that medallion, and there's a bunch of legendary guns, and I actually grab 2 of them. 2 legendary guns. Circle real small, and then Victory Royale. Very anticlimactic fight. But actually, now that we have a replay, so you, and me. So they have like very low health. You have this health. Yeah, gotta get out of the storm, bro. Get out of the storm. Couldn't make it out. Gator Guy's the winner.
You might say that a win is a win, but I kind of wanted a win where I pulled the trigger to get. So I did pretty well in match 63, but match 64, I got 81st place. So, am I actually getting any better?
There goes my crown.
In match 65 and 66, I got 2nd place back to back.
Here I am looking for the last guy. Here's the last guy sitting on the roof. Here's his business turret looking. Both are right here on top of each other, don't see each other. We're running. I still don't see him. Ooh, turret gets a lot of damage on me. I run for cover in there. Turret still shoots me through the wall. And then this guy just waits for me to come out of the building. Yep. And then finishes me off.
Nothing really special happened for the next few games, besides getting 99th place on match 73 and getting 79th place on match 79th, which was the only time that the place number matched the match number, so that's pretty cool, I think. But then big things happened in match 8. It had taken me so long to complete 100 games that Fortnite changed seasons. There was a new ancient Greek-themed update that's totally old news by the time I get this video done. Parts of the map changed, my favorite business turret was removed, and my level was reset to level 1. This was my first time playing in the new season. I was unfamiliar with all the new locations and items, but I managed to get 5 kills and make it to the top 2. Me and the last player were shooting each other on our own hills, and then I decided it was time for some finishing moves. Is the storm getting close? Because I think I hear some thunder!
Oh, look at that. Almost missed. Exploded the tree right behind him. And they're like, oh, we're doing a lightning fight? We can do a lightning fight. Bam, oh, and that's it. Oh, they threw it. They didn't want to overdo it. Oh, that's nice.
Let's unpack holiday decor. Picking a holiday pajama for Christmas morning is a huge decision that's made by our Christmas Pajama Committee, which is my family text. It's very serious. The best pattern always wins.
Then, in my very next match, I got 6 kills and was once again in the top 2.
Oh, I hope it didn't glitch out right there.
I had done it. My very first Fortnite win.
We both have not loaded our guns. She misses. I hit her. She misses again. Really? Look, we're both reloading at the same time. As soon as I'm done, boom! Final kill.
It didn't really feel like a clutched game, you know? There weren't really any pro gamer moves. We were both running around fumbling to see who could load their gun first. But we're not getting points for style, okay? This is a win that I finally earned. Of course, you'll never get to see how I reacted in this moment. The best I can do is an artistic recreation. I kept grinding the 100 games to see if I could earn any more victories, and for a while I couldn't even get back to the top 2. I knew I was running out of chances to clutch out more wins until I played match 90. Now this footage is a little corrupted. I landed in Rebel's Roost and started exploring a house that isn't loading in the replay footage, and I found a legendary gun inside of a regular old chest. I know it sounds unbelievable, you just had to be there. Then I talked to an NPC that I'd never seen before, Mina. I gave her a job to be my buddy, and she did something I didn't know an NPC could do. Every 30 seconds, Mina would scan the nearby area, revealing anything important. Chests, ammo boxes, even other players would become illuminated. This was amazing. I had a legendary gun, and now with Mina's scanner, no one could sneak up on me. I understand why people play with hacks now. This power is amazing. I think I'm in love. I got to the top 2, but once again, I couldn't keep my composure and choked right at the very end.
And then I'm healing up behind a rock, and I didn't even see him over there. In a 1v1, I was unable to clutch it out.
That's now 8 times I've made it to second place, with only one of those times I was able to kill the last player. After getting 45th place in match 99, I decided it was time to revamp my strategy. For my 100th game, I was going to do something no other Fortnite player could do. I was going to study every game I ever played to see if I could find any patterns to help me win. What's a Fortnite coach? We can look back and learn from our mistakes. We can study the Oh yes, baby, it's spreadsheet time. My favorite time besides snack time. I don't know about you, but I had just as much fun filling out the spreadsheet as I did playing Fortnite. And this time, I didn't lose the footage. Now let's see if we can find anything useful in all these numbers. Taking a look at all the places we got, you can clearly see it's a little all over the place. When I started this quest, I was expecting to see a graph more like this, where I would start off bad and then over time get better and better, getting closer to the #1 rank. But in Fortnite, skill level does not necessarily translate to a better placement. Sometimes you and another player land in the exact same spot, and the first gun you grab is a sniper rifle, and all you see is the magnified barrel of a shotgun, and other times you can make it to the top 25 without ever seeing another soul. I did notice that in my first 31 games, I was getting a pretty low placement, but then once I started to get the hang of the game, I would more consistently make it into the top 10. I mean, sometimes I would still die quickly, but it was less frequent. Now let's see if we can find a pattern in the data that would translate into getting a better place. Maybe the secret to getting in the top 10 is getting a lot of kills. If we compare the amount of kills I got each match with the placement, we see, okay, I'm seeing a little bit of correlation here. The more kills we have, the better we tend to do. But sometimes I got 2 kills and made it to 79th place, and other times I got 1 kill and made it to the top 11. Technically speaking, you don't even need to get a single kill to get a victory royale if the other players are shit enough. But I think you'll be surprised to see what happens when we compare the placement with the length of every match. Now that's some correlation. The matches that were longer, we did better in. I think I'll apply this strategy to my 100th game. In order to not die, you have to stay alive. I'm a genius. Now let's shift gears and talk about every player who ever killed me. Boo! Here are all of their IP addresses, and here are their mother's houses, and most importantly, here is everyone's recorded playtime. Now we can determine who among my killers don't shower, and that'll make me feel better to losing to them. If we add up all of my killer's playtimes, we get an average playtime of 301 hours and 37 minutes. Now gamers, if you've played a video game for over 300 hours, are you considered a sweat? I honestly don't know where we should draw the line, but let's just say for the sake of this video, if you're above a 301 average, you're a sweat. However, since it took forever to make this video and Fortnite changed seasons yet again, we can check back in on these gamers in 3 months to see if the players we deemed as sweats do indeed play more Fortnite than everyone else. Some people played a little, some people played a lot, and someone even quit the game entirely after killing me. Now, I don't want to sound mean.
When your phone plan's as good as Visible, you've got to tell your people.
Hey, I just switched to Visible. Unlimited data, $25 a month. What? You should join.
Oh, I'm down. I can't share the picture.
You should join Visible. It's only $25 a month. Look.
Unlimited data and hotspot, all on Verizon, America's best 5G network, for just $25 a month. It's the ultimate wireless hack for those in the know. A top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. Now, for a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 26 months. Visible. Live in the know.
Te lo mereces, así que alza esa cerveza. Esto no es solo una restauración, es una resurrección. Porque sabes que hay valor en hacer espacio para tu gente. Eres un luchador y esta es tu recompensa. Modelo, la marca de los luchadores.
But these gamers played an average of 50 hours and 6 minutes of Fortnite. I said mean, which is like what, 33 minutes a day? Or 3.9 hours a week? That just sounds like a nice Saturday. Now, what can we do with all this information? Nothing. This is just a reminder to set your account to private because people on the internet are weird. Now, that's all well and good, but which gun is the most deadly to us? Here's a list of everything I ever died to in the game. Looking at the data, we actually have a tie for most deadly gun, with shotguns and ARs both getting 30 kills on me, and the most deadly rarity being a pretty close tie with rare guns getting 24 kills and epic guns getting 25 kills. So we want to be extra cautious if our opponent has a rare or epic shotgun or AR. Someone write that down. I really wanted to see if there was something in the data that would definitively prove that I was improving at the game. I wasn't happy with just looking at the placements because they were all over the place, but I think I found something that does indeed prove I am getting better. My accuracy. Plugging in all the data, we get this scatter plot, which looks exactly like a target I would shoot during practice. But if we look at the scatter plot trend, my average accuracy at game 1 was around 22%, and by game 99, we're getting an accuracy of 31%, boys! That's 9% more accurate! That's improvement in my book! This abundant arithmetic is all well and good, but there's something we're missing. Which gun that I was shooting gets the most kills? Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I gotta get going. I'm hosting the... How are you guns all doing tonight? Before I give out these awards, I would like to give an honorary Best Assist trophy to the Business Turret. On record, the Business Turret was able to assist with 15 different kills. Unfortunately, Business Turret is unable to be here, so Portabunker will be accepting this award on their behalf. All right. In third place, with 24 kills, we have Rare Shotguns. Thank you, Rare Shotguns. You're always there for me. In second place, with 27 kills, we have the Uncommon AR. Nice job, buddy. Keep up the good work. And the winner of the 2024 Fortnite Gun Awards are, with 33 kills, my eyes see the Uncommon Shotgun. So, going into game 100, we need to make sure we're equipped with a shotgun that's uncommon. Actually, this whole thing's stupid. Just because I got the most kills with the uncommon shotgun doesn't mean it's the best gun. It means it's the most common. I mean, uncommon. I'm sorry for wasting everyone's time. Let's just get back into the... By this point, I knew that I lost the footage for games 63 through 99. This was my last chance to get a victory royale on camera. It's do or die. For this legendary match, my girlfriend did something really sweet and gifted me a skin of a guy in an alligator costume, meaning I could finally be the real Gator Guy 333 and still not spend any money on a free game. Thanks, babe. During the first 99 matches, I would sometimes add silly little commentary even though no one was ever going to watch the footage.
Honey, did you leave the chest on the kitchen counter again?
But for this momentous match, I was going to remain completely silent. I needed all of my focus to be on the game. I landed in Zeus's Pantheon and immediately got 3 kills. A very close call. One more bullet would have done the trick. The most important match of my life almost ended with me in 84th place. So, admittedly, combing through the 21 hours of footage to fill out my spreadsheets took quite some time. So much time that they changed the game once again. They added a new item called the Legendary Banana. What does that do? Is it a weapon? Food items normally heal you, so why is it legendary? I decided to take the banana with me and figure out what it did later. After not seeing any chatter, I headed out of the Pantheon to a bunker opening nearby. I waited a bit to see if the coast was clear, then I made my way down and looted up. Heading outside, I saw an NPC. Ooh, I think someone's about to get a job. I couldn't find the source of the bullets, so I hopped into a sports car and drove away. But when I got out, I guess now's a good time to learn what this legendary banana does. It was over. My 100th match, and all I got was 16th place. And that's when I learned you can read a description of what an item does in the tab menu. 100 games in, and I'm still learning new things. But it was too little, too late. My 100th game was a complete failure.
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Wix.
This isn't just combat. It's cinema.
Ready or not, here I come. Let's go! Are you not entertained?
The new home of UFC, Paramount Plus.
Or was it? You see, I had set out to play Fortnite 100 times, and after this match, I had only played no build 99 times. Remember, my very first game was with builds on. Are we really gonna count that one? For one, it totally messes with the spreadsheet that I have 99 no-build games and 1 build game. So this next one, this is my actual 100th game. For the spreadsheet, I landed in old reliable Rebel's Roost to pay a visit to my favorite NPC, Mina. With her on my team, we were unstoppable. Inside, I randomly found a Midas service station that let me upgrade my rare shotgun into a legendary one. I didn't know you could upgrade guns. 100 games in, and we're still learning new things. We made it to the top 6 with 4 kills. Mina used an ingenious strategy of trying to shoot them through the ground. I like the spirit, Mina, but I don't think it's gonna work. We faced off, and I blasted them with my legendary shotgun. 5 people left. I healed up and waited for someone to appear on Mina's scanner. Finally, we spotted someone. 2 someones. A 2v2, huh? I tried to move to a better position, but a player started to flank me. Both of us started blasting, but I came out victorious with only 8 health points to spare. 3 people left. I healed up as fast as I could and then spotted another player. I used the new River Styx skulls to jump forward, trying to shorten the distance between us. I got 1 shotgun hit on them, but they immediately threw down a shield bubble junior. No one can fire bullets in or out of a shield bubble junior, so I knew the only way I was going to get this other player would be from the inside.
Dude, I am
And those shaky nerves were probably the reason I died to an NPC. She was the goddess of hunting, sure, but still an NPC nonetheless. My NPC was shooting the ground. Where were you, Mina? So, I know you were all hoping to see a victory royale on camera, but I was never able to successfully win one. Or could I? Remember my second match that was against a bunch of bots? Are we really gonna count that one? I mean, I wasn't even playing against real people, okay? I think we should strike that one from the record too. From now on, only matches with real people count. In preparation for my actual 100th match, I tried some meditation to calm my nerves down. Okay, that time, I wasn't doing my meditation right. Okay, this... No, that one was bullshit. They got a super awesome gun right at the very start. We're not counting that one, okay? This... Wait, other players can see Mina's scans? People know when they're getting scanned? You know, something strange happened in Match 100, Part 5. Early on in the game, as everyone was scrambling to get good loot, I visually heard some footsteps outside, and I jumped out a window and saw a low-life default skin running helplessly into a wall, holding nothing but a pickaxe. My Ranger pistol was drawn, pointed right at the back of their head, but for some reason, I didn't pull the trigger. I knew that if I were to achieve a victory royale, that eventually this default skin would have to be eliminated, but I took pity on them. We're all trapped in this endless cycle of violence. To what end? To be the last one standing in a giant death battle, only to die in a merciless storm? Also, they didn't want to spend money on a free game. You know, I get that. So I did the only thing a Fortnite player could do to communicate intentions of peace. I danced for them. They slowly turned, still wielding a pickaxe they could have very easily swung at me during my dance solo. And then they did the unthinkable. They danced back to a copyrighted song that I can't play. And then the other player got out a piece of paper and drew a heart. While we stood there getting notifications that somewhere on the map, Pax Player 25, Shotgun Solo Spy 86, and Ginger Ninja 2906 eliminated Gaelic Gator 12. Oh no, a fellow Gator. Me and this other player were sharing a moment of friendship. Of course, this is still a battlefield, and just like the World War I soldiers on December 26th, I had to get back to shooting my friend. I gave this default skin somewhat of a fighting chance by giving them a handgun and letting them take the first shot. And they weirdly had dogshit aim, like non-human levels of bad, so I might have just shared this intimate moment with a bot. So even though we couldn't see a victory royale on camera, maybe we could do something better. Is it possible I had been playing Fortnite all wrong? I mean, not including those first 30 games where I was definitely playing wrong, but maybe the real Fortnites were the friends we made along the way. I'm done with trying to win. My new quest is to make at least one Fortnite friend. And to do this, I need ways of communicating to other players my peaceful, non-threatening intentions. I need to buy more emotes. I need to spend money on a free game. Babe! Can I use your credit card? The only emotes available in the shop were these 3 dances. They're not really the friendliest dances, but they were the only ones available. So let's see if we can take these new learned dance moves and see how far we can get with the power of friends.
Fuiste a la despensa por azúcar hace 20 minutos. Pero te distrajiste con las ofertas en regalos. Ah, aquí está.
Big day, everybody. That's the spirit. We're having lots of fun. What's going on? Oh, the Homes.com network just hit 100 million visitors. So we're throwing a party now that we're the go-to site for home shoppers.
You don't think this is a little over the top?
Over the top? It's 100 million, Marcy. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we get that every month.
Excuse me?
What are you gonna do, throw a party every month?
Party every month, everybody! I don't know how to change the song on this. Homes.com, the place to find a place.
While all the players were waiting for the battle bus, I wanted to do something I was never able to do before. Dance with another player. So many times other players would come up to me and do a cool dance, and all I could do back was the lame default dance. So I went up to this girl in a yellow jumpsuit and started to dance. We showed each other that we both had 0 crowns. Oh wait, she's got one. And I think my dancing impressed her because she went from swinging on a cloud to playing the guitar. So as first dances go, it was pretty successful. When the match started, I headed to old reliable Rebel's Roost. And the first thing I did was stock up in the gun room. Okay, I know I'm trying to make friends this round, but sometimes people don't want to be friends. I made a rule for myself that if I saw another player, I would dance at them, but then if they started shooting me, then friendship quest is over, we're switching to they don't deserve my kindness quest. Okay, I think that's fair. That's a healthy boundary. I headed outside and saw my first potential friend. I tried showing them my new dance moves, but they weren't too impressed. They started shooting me with the aim that only a bot should have, and I had no choice but to end their program. The next potential friend I tried to make tried to shoot me while I was dancing, and maybe I was unintentionally matrix dodging all their bullets, but they couldn't seem to hit me either. I decided to recruit Mina again, thinking that her scanner would be useful to help find other potential friends, not realizing that she wasn't on a friendship quest right now, so she would be trying to shoot our potential friends, so if you're trying to do a friendship quest, then don't hire NPCs. I danced on top of portable bunkers out in the open, but there weren't any people to enjoy my dance moves. And before I knew it, me and Mina were in the top 3, and I started to get excited. Maybe a little too trigger happy.
This is just my heart rate, dude.
I saw one of my last 2 opponents, potential friends. I threw down a bunker and started to throw down on top of it. And as they were backing up, they started to point their sniper scope at me. Now, maybe they were looking at me through their scope thinking, whoa, is this guy with the cool skin actually dancing in the middle of a fight? That's awesome, I'm gonna be his friend. But I didn't give them that benefit of the doubt. They hadn't technically shot me first, so I was breaking my only rule, but I didn't want to give them a free sniper headshot on me, dude. So in self-defense, I threw some lightning at them and finished them off with an epic DMR. An assist? That would mean I never showed this last player my friendly dance moves, but they took a shot at me, so this is fair game. I'll admit, I kinda lost sight of the friendship quest. I was no longer trying to befriend this player because I felt so close to achieving a victory royale. She came down from a tower, and I finally got a good view of who this last player was. And I was filled with so much bloodlust and darkness that I didn't even recognize her. It was the same girl I met in the lobby. The first player I had ever danced with. The girl in the yellow jumpsuit. I don't know the names of skins. I may not have recognized her, but I think she recognized me. She got on top of a hill and threw down all of her weapons and started to do the same swinging cloud emote she did in the lobby. I still hadn't realized what she was doing, and I took a shot at her. Luckily, I missed. That's that 31% accuracy right there. Only then did I realize what I was doing.
Wait.
And I was disgusted. I had set out to make a Fortnite friend, and now when someone extends an olive branch to me, I shoot them? I quickly danced back at her from afar. Mina took a shot at her, but I told her to wait back and threw a portable bunker over her. I didn't want to count my chickens or anything, but I think this is my very first Fortnite friend. I made my way around the hill, ignoring the dropped victory crown. This match was never about winning some crown. My new Fortnite friend jumped down the hill, and I crouched down to show how small and non-threatening I was. For a brief moment, we were the last 2 survivors in a giant battle royale, and neither of us wanted to hurt the other. I didn't realize what my new Fortnite friend was doing. She was purposely heading into the storm, forcing me to win. Goodbye, Fortnite friend. I'll always remember you. Oh, wait, she's coming back. Did she change her mind?
Hey. No! My friend!
Maybe if someone hadn't hit her with a bolt of lightning, she would have survived the storm. But either way, she sacrificed herself, and I got what I always wanted. A victory royale caught on camera.
Not like this! Not like this! Are you kidding me?
Pretty poetic that the only time I tried to make friends was the time I won. Not a lot of games have a fun, free-to-play version, but Fortnite is totally that game. It's constantly getting new updates and is an absolute blast to play with friends. Parents can play it with their kids, millennials can play it with Gen Z, and everyone can have a grand old time chasing after that crown. But for me, I'm gonna keep on making Fortnite friends. And lastly, if you or someone you know is good at fixing hard drives, I will gladly send you this hard drive, and if you can get the files from it, I will give you $950. Please don't look around on that flash drive, especially don't look in the folder called taxes, because that's where my important tax information is. So just fix it and just let me know, okay? Thank you all for watching this video about me playing Fortnite a lot. Now that it's all done, I'm gonna go play some more Fortnite. Are you enjoying the new season of Fortnite? Let me know in the comment box down below. That question will be relevant till the end of time, I think, so that's good. Thank you to my amazing team for getting this incredibly short video out in a timely manner. If you enjoyed a video game challenge video, let me know. Maybe next time I'll do 100 ranked matches of Fortnite. Anyways, don't really have any announcements. Be sure to wear your seatbelt. See you later.
The spirit of Kentucky meets tropical pineapple. Jim Beam pineapple. Best enjoyed together.
When you're a full-time parent with a full-time job, you need a master's that works with your schedule. Balance work, family, and school with online master's programs for working adults and busy parents. Focus on one 6-week course at a time and still stay on track to graduate.
What was Fortnite's prime? It's always been a fierce debate, but today I know how to settle it. Because I asked you guys questions about each season in the biggest poll in Fortnite history, and here's what's crazy. The Fortnite community has a clear answer, but it's definitely not what I thought. So, to figure out what its prime really was, we have to go back through Fortnite history and start in Season 1. Fortnite was basically an experiment thrown together in just a couple of weeks by Epic. They launched it in September 2017, and millions of players would experience greatness.
Hit it for 150!
It was a lot of fun, but this wasn't even really a season. Instead, there was a season pass with the first skins in Fortnite. There were a ton of bugs and glitches, and the guns just did way too much damage. But Epic were quickly fixing things, and players remember it fondly. They were communicating every single week and making balance changes and fixes, and the community really appreciated that. And so overall, people really can't dislike this season. It's the beginning of it all, and we see that in the data. I asked people to rate this season out of 10, and it looks like the average score was around an 8.5 out of 10, and quite frankly, I agree with that rating. This season was really short, and we quickly went into winter of 2017 with Season 2. This was our first real season. It had a medieval themed battle pass with the Black Knight and, of course, new POIs. I bet a lot of people don't even know what the OG map looked like before Tilted Towers, because this is when Fortnite really started getting popular, and there were really no complaints. We also got mini shields, boogie bombs, and the 50 versus 50 game mode, which took everyone by surprise. Every little thing they added to the game felt extremely crazy. Something as simple as the silence pistol or even the impulse nades had people going crazy with different clips. Squads were having fun with the new minigun, and when the Valentine's Day update dropped, we all pretended like the Cupid's crossbow was actually useful, even though it was probably one of the worst items they ever added. Getting a win back then felt so amazing, you had to share it to your Snapchat or Instagram, and all your friends were asking you to hop on so you could squad up. So it was no surprise to me when I asked you guys to rate this season out of 10, it got a 9 out of 10. There wasn't much debate. It's actually really cool to see your answers match the season so well, but if a lot of seasons receive a 9 or 10 rating, how will we figure out which one is the best? Well, using all of your answers together, there's a pretty cool final conclusion that I'll go over once I've gone over all the seasons. But get ready, because we're about to enter Fortnite's first Prime Season 3. Now we have our first full battle pass. The last one wasn't even 100 tiers. This one is a space theme with astronaut skins and some iconic ones like Rust Lord and the Reaper, aka John Wick. Every game these days have battle passes, but Fortnite was the first ever to do a battle pass on the big stage. Season 3 was amazing. Fortnite went from a huge game to a gigantic game. Ninja became the #1 streamer and was pulling insane viewers, and everyone else who was pretty much playing Fortnite started to blow up. They released more legendary items, the Deagle, the hunting rifle, C4s got added, and of course, the iconic Fortnite llama. This was also when double pumping became massively popular, and some people loved it while some obviously hated it. At this point in time, everyone knew Fortnite was a special game. So special that I was waking up at 6 in the morning to play this game until the sun went down. That's how serious the grind was. And we all had the opportunity to play this game. And it wasn't just an opportunity, it was the most fun all of us have had playing an online game since ever. This was considered the start of Fortnite's first Prime. And most of you guys voted this season to receive a 10. And up next, we have personally my favorite season. This is when Fortnite stood out and showed the world that it was ready to be different than all the other games out there. Donald Mustard was working on a story, so when we saw the comet appear in the sky, people started going crazy. It was teasing the start of the Fortnite storyline and the build up to the first event in Fortnite. This was Fortnite Season 4. This is my favorite season because this season is the start of what made Fortnite the game it is today. We got an incredibly cool superhero themed battle pass, which eventually manifested into the Chapter 2 Marvel season. And we got skins that had edit styles, and everyone was going crazy over the Omega and Carbide skins. And if you missed out on those skins, to this day, you're still regretting it. I remember dropping in for the first time and going to Dusty and just checking out the crash site the comet left behind and being amazed at how much the map has changed from just the day before. And at Dusty, we had the new Hop Rocks, which were awesome for movement. And speaking of movement, we also got the jetpack, which made for some legendary clips. And then, of course, our first vehicle, the shopping cart. It wasn't just a bunch of gameplay content. We also got the start of the storyline. Doing weekly quests so you can uncover the secrets of the island and figure out what force was building a rocket on the map. Players were engaged week to week with different Easter eggs, loading screens, and a bunch of crazy quests, including, yes, search 7 chests in Risky Reels, which is now considered one of the hardest quests to ever exist in a video game. And then one random morning, we woke up to find the Thanos LTM, their first collab ever with Marvel of all people. And you can transform into Thanos and destroy all the players on the map. When I woke up that morning and I played the Thanos LTM, I knew that I was going to be playing this game for at least the next 10 years because no other game up until that moment has shown me that they're capable of moving that fast and adding content that quickly. It was just unheard of. And then all of this built up to the legendary rocket launch live event, the first grand live event in gaming history that had millions of people hop on to just watch the rocket launch. And guys, this happened all the way back in 2018, and to this day in 2024, no other game has had a live event that comes even close to the live events of Fortnite. And with this being my favorite season of all time, it's not a surprise that you guys gave this season a strong 10 out of 10, much stronger than Season 3's 10. And now we move on to another great season in Fortnite's prime, Fortnite Season 5. Fortnite Season 5 was another pretty iconic battle pass. We had the drift skin. We also got an entire biome with Paradise. We got Lazy Links and the ATKs as our first real vehicle. And when streamers hopped on to get their first win, we had the slow-mo victory royales, which are now a staple in Fortnite. This season, though, showed us a couple of very overpowered weapons. There was
Basically every component of oyster farming, both on and off the water, involve plastic. We are cultivating oysters which have a positive effect on our local waters, but we're doing so using a material that has a negative effect on our waters. We know that the ingestion of large amounts of microplastic has negative health effects on the animal. And so, being an oyster farmer and wearing my scientist hat, I see that we really need to reimagine what the future of our food systems, in this case, aquaculture, could look like without plastic. My name's Abby Barrows, and I am the owner and operator of Deer Isle Oyster Company. I am also a microplastics research scientist and work as a freelance researcher. My mission is to produce sustainable seafood that is not doing harm, but actively doing good to the environment. Our impact of plastic pollution from aquaculture is fairly high. So here at Deer Isle Oyster Company, we are working on developing plastic-free gear that would replace the conventional plastic. So microplastics are a pollutant that has emerged as a pollutant of international concern, and it's not going away. Plastic and microplastic has been documented in all of the world's oceans, also all of our continents. It's one of the largest pollution problems that you can't see. I think it is important to say that basically every single piece of plastic that has ever been created, another. So that's pretty crazy to think about. Plastics are a climate change issue. I mean, every